What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be highlighting a team that UniX I think is pretty much one of the ones that made it very popular, and that is going to be the Double Panda PvP team. You guys probably hear me talk about it all the time. It really takes a very specific setup for this team to work, but when it does, it just absolutely crushes the hopes and dreams of the opponents. Having two of Mr. Panda, aka Xiahou, or however you say his name, with other support heroes like Transcendence Vesa and other things like that, makes it a near unbeatable team. I believe he became IDA champion last season too with this team right here, essentially kind of crushing all his opponents. So I wanted to show it to you guys, let you guys see what we're talking about. I haven't really highlighted it on the channel just yet, but it is by far one of the strongest PvP setups that I've seen so far. Granted, there's always counters to other specific teams. There's a lot of cool team setups we found this weekend with melodic strings as well, which we'll be bringing to you throughout the week as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So let's first take a look and see why this team is performing so well, so you guys can understand why. And at the end, we'll show you a combat I did versus him in Trial of Champion. Legitimately, my account is 20 million more power than his, has double melodic strings, all this other shenanigans of Snow Hearts, but his team is just a rock with crowns. So let's take a look at Mr. Panda. So what's making him so strong? Let's go over his abilities, because we didn't really highlight him that much when he first came out, because he didn't really fit currently into the meta without a very specific dual panda setup. So he has HP, attack, block, and control immunity, all pretty good. He doesn't have damage reduction, but it doesn't really matter. His second ability, unexpected attack. Whenever Xiahou launches a basic attack, he will restore himself 30% of lost HP, which is really cool, and reduces all enemies' precision by 15%. Now that's really important in case other heroes on the other side have any type of precision. This is essentially going to zero out the enemy's precision, because what he really does is he increases the block of his team. We'll go over the last one last, because I want to go over his active ability next. Xiahou courageously rushes to enemies, reducing a single target's armor by 80% for 3 rounds. After that, he attacks the target 3 times, dealing 500, 660, and 810% attack damage to the target that turn, and additionally increases all of your allies' block by 35%. That does go up to 40% with higher damage numbers and 100% armor at V4. So this 40% block is important, because if you have 2 of them, you are going to be increasing your team's block essentially by 80% for the entirety of the battle. Well, what does that mean? That means, of course, the precision's lower when they're at V2, but V3 is important. Impeccable strike. Whenever allies block a total of 6 times, Xiahou increases all allies' attack by 25% and armor by 25% for 3 rounds. That's huge, especially if you have enemies like Eos or Queen who are hitting every single one of your teammates. That is multiple layers of this that just keep stacking. Now, armor is something a lot of people don't talk about that much, but stacking a ridiculous amount of armor is the same thing as stacking damage reduction. Armor is going to lower the damage you receive besides holy damage abilities, because holy damage bypasses the armor portion of damage reduction, while the bonuses of attack and armor get doubled on himself. So it's going to double it on both of the Xiahous you're going to run, because of course you want to run 2 of these at the same time. The teams you typically see him on are like Fairy Queen Vesa, double Xiahou with like a Sherlock, and then other supporters like Queen and maybe the new Eos character. They're very strong, but this part is the biggest, because you're giving your entire team tons and tons of attack, sometimes stacking up to 100% additional attack, while also giving them up to like 100% armor. That adds up a ton, while also lowering the precision of enemies, meaning not only are you getting all that armor too, the active is giving your team block, which block reduces a lot of damage incoming. So when you combine lowering the precision of the enemy, which also lowers their attack a little bit if they have any precision, increasing your block chance on your entire team, and then also giving them more attack and more armor is just like a crazy unbeatable combination. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump on over to a clip from Trial of Champion that I recorded this weekend. I think I put like the game audio on and everything because I didn't want to put like a background music track, but man, oh man, is this team really kill it. I'm pretty sure UniX is the one that won IDA last month, like I said before. Very cool, innovative team. This is what we've been talking about, and we finally get to see in action. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Kind of the reason why we summoned for him this past weekend as well in this Prey event. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.